Hi guys, my name is Mona. I wanted to make a teeny tiny postcard, so I decided to share it also with you guys. I always like to make my paper wet at first when I'm using watercolor, and I use this cool brush. It's plastic, you can fill it with water, and then when you push it, the water will come to the head of your brush, and you can make your paper wet. You can take color from your palette, so it's not necessary anymore to use a glass of water near you. I usually make my paper wet, but some people don't like it. Some people like to paint on a dry paper, so it's not a rule. So you can decide in whatever that you like to do. And I'm also not a professional. I just love painting. I loved painting since when I was a kid. And I also went to some painting classes, but I'm not professional. So I do what I like to do. And I think that, yeah, art is not a rule. You can do whatever you like. And painting is not something that you have to learn. You can paint yeah, whatever you like, whatever inspires you. Painting is, yeah, just like a meditation to me. And watercolor painting, that's important to start from brighter colors, because when you use a dark color like dark blue, dark brown, dark, yeah, whatever that is a dark color, you don't have any option to make your painting bright again. It will be so hard to remove the color or add a bright color on top of a dark color. It's so hard or impossible. So it's better to start with a bright color like what I did here. I used yellow for my sky, and then I added little by little a darker color on top of it, like orange. And yeah, that's important. When you are painting, start always with a bright color. And now I'm trying to make my sky a little more beautiful. I will add some teeny tiny clouds to it so it has more depth and it's deeper to look at the sky when you have shadows, when you have tiny clouds. And yeah, now I want to add a darker color. As you see, it's a really beautiful red. And that's the ground of my painting. This beautiful red. Wow. You see how beautiful the color will spread on the paper. That's why I love to draw on wet paper, because the spread of color on the paper is so beautiful, the natural spread. And now I will add a little blue. As you know, the combination between blue and red is purple, so we have now a beautiful purple on our ground. That's so beautiful. I will not come to the bottom of the paper. I will let a little white space around my painting. Yeah, move the brush whatever you like. It's not important how to move it. Just do what you like. Yeah, that's my ground, so I will add a little darker colors to it, like a little brown, a little yellow, a little blue. Yeah, any color that you like. The most important thing about watercolor is that it's not important which color are you using, because the mixture of colors together is so beautiful, and the colors will combine to each other and spread so naturally. That is itself so cool. So you don't have to be stressed, oh god, that color will not match to the other. Yeah, it will. You just have to try it. I'm now adding a little green. That's the ground, so you have to have a little green on it. And now I'm using another brush, because the other one that I used at first was filled with water. And when you are drawing a little more detail or some thin lines on the painting, it's so important that your brush is not too wet. And the other brush was filled with water, so it was wet all the time. And now I'm using another brush. This brush, I have it like many years now. It's like maybe 7 years that I'm having it, and it works really good. Still, I'm using it. Now I have teeny tiny grass in my painting, and maybe I will add a little bigger ones. Yeah. You don't have to push your hand too much on the paper when you're using a tiny brush to draw small and thin lines. Just with a smooth pressure, roll your brush on the paper. And when you think that it's not enough, so you can add more color, always start with lighter ones. And then when you are more professional, you can do it also in other ways. Now I will add tiny leaves. Maybe we will have small birds in the sky. I always like to draw some small animals, birds, insects in painting, so it will make it more natural and alive. Maybe a little more red in the sky will be a good idea, so we have a beautiful sunset. And don't be afraid of darker colors. With water, you can spread the color smoothly on the paper. Maybe more clouds, more depth to the sky. That will make it more natural. And don't be afraid to use the color on the other parts of your painting. It will combine so good. Yeah, and that's it. I hope you'll enjoy it. Bye.